Okay, let me create a new file. Okay. Yesterday, in last session, we have discussed about list, right? The screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So, what was the last topic we have covered? List, right?
Data type.
List in data types. We have completed list, right? So today we're gonna discuss about tuples. So what is a tuple? A tuple is very similar to list. It is very similar to list, and like list, tuples also contain the collection of items. What it is? It is a collection of items. Very similar to list. List is also a collection of items and or elements, and the tuple is also a collection of items of different data of different data types in detail. Okay, and the items of the tuple are separated with comma, separated with comma, comma operator. Okay, so very similar to, this is also very similar to list. In list also items are separated by comma only. And then the last one is it is enclosed in parenthesis, enclosed in parenthesis, that is open close braces. But whereas lists are enclosed in between square braces, right? As we have discussed in last session, the lists are enclosed in between open and closes with square braces, but whereas tuples, they enclosed in parentheses. Let me give you one example for this. Let me create a Python file. So let's say I'm gonna have tup as the variable name, and I'll have a collection of data. As I told you, it is opens and closes with a parenthesis, and it has some item values. Yes. Okay. So let's say I'm gonna have hi here as a first element or item, and then I'm gonna have 1.0 as the float value, and the high is the string data type, 1.0 is the float data type, and 25 is the integer data type. I'm gonna have one more integer. Uh, let's say session. I'll go with Python and some values. Let's say 3.5. So it's just a example of a tuple. So one more most important thing, the tuples are read only. The tuples are read only data types. These are read only data types, which means we cannot modify the size and the value in the tuple. We cannot modify size size and the values in the tuple. Okay, but whereas list, they are modifiable. Okay, they can be modified, both size and the values in the case of list. But in the case of tuples, we cannot modify the size, neither size nor the values in the tuple. Let me give you one example. So syntax will be how the syntax looks like in the sense we'll have uh, variable name, variable name, and here it closed in between parentheses. Okay, the items are elements are separated by comma. Let's say have let me have some two elements or three elements in this. So first one, uh, item 1 comma item 2 comma item 3. So this is the syntax example, example of a tuple. How the tuple looks like, variable name, any variable name. Let's say in this case I am taking Shabir as the variable name. That is, here Shabir is the tuple name. Okay, and tuple is also has the variable name. Open and close parenthesis, and first element. I'm gonna have 45 as the first element, second element or item. I'll go with mm, John, and the third. And the third will be I'm gonna have something else. Let's say 1.5 as the float value. So that's the there are three items. Not only three items, you can have multiple items. For an example, for example sake, I'm giving you that. I'm giving you that example. So it can consist n number of elements or items in the tuple. So let's take the example. Let me explain you this with an example. So here instead of Shabir, I have taken tup. What is tup here? Anyone?
Variable
Yeah,
name.
yeah, tuples variable name, right? Good. Next. So I want to check what kind of tup is this. How to know the data type of tup?
Print type.
Yes, type is the
Double
method we're
quotes.
gonna use, and the variable name. What is the variable name? Tup.
Tup.
Yes. Let me run this. See, it says it's a tuple. It's a type is tuple. Let me explain you this. Let me convert this into a list. If I want this tuple to be converted into a list, just remove that parenthesis, replace with square braces. So now it should return as the class as what?
List.
Exactly. See here. So it's all, the only difference between to a list and to a tuple is parenthesis. And
But Hussein,
mm,
like how the value will not be changed in tuples.
same. See, uh, the elements are the
Value
values
means
are.
like
Mm,
what? Value means like
mm,
whatever the elements we have taken.
mm, mm,
Suppose like hi or
mm,
session or Python. This
mm.
value cannot be changed.
Cannot be changed in tuple. I'll show you that
Okay.
also. So this is called
Okay.
a runtime modification. I'll tell you. I'll show you that how that works. Okay. Now I'm rerunning this statement by replacing square braces into curly braces, that is
Fine.
parenthesis, so that it should return as the tuple data type. So it is taking, yeah, okay, fine. First thing, the printing of this is type. To know the type, I want to print the tub. How do I print the values onto the console? Just
Print.
print
What we
tub.
have to print?
That's it. Tub I want to print the whole list, sorry, whole tuple. See, this is the tuple. Okay. So now let's do some operations on tuple. Using slice operator, I want to print the entire string. Anyone? Here I haven't used any operator, right? Now I want to print the tuple along with the slice operator. Anyone?
Tup tup into
Into a
no, no,
slice operator? If you want to use the slice operator, what is the mandatory thing?
uh,
Open and
uh,
close square
colon
braces. Colon is the first thing. If I run this now, what is the output?
to complete
Complete tuple.
will print.
Yes, it will print entirely. What if I starts with 1? 1 to end. 1 to end. So what is the result? Anyone? So whenever I take square braces,
H2,
h for high,
H2 5.
Zero one.
no, from 1.0
No
it will
one.
starts, right? Because this is
Yes,
the
yes.
indexing values, you know that, right? In last session we have
Oh,
discussed. It starts with 0, 1,
Zero one.
2,
0, 1,
3,
2, 3,
4, 5. So what is the
5.
index value of this tuple? 5. 5 is the index value. Index value is 5. Whereas
Length is
length or
Length
number
is
of tuple
six. Six.
is equals to 6 exactly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 elements or 6 items in our tuple. So the length of this tuple will be 6, but whereas the index value is 5. Always length
starting from
minus 1. Length minus 1 because it starts with 0. 0,
zero.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I wanted to, this is, see, here whenever I use the slice operator, in slice operator is, colon is the slice operator, right? So here, from how the slice operator works in the sense like this, from slice operator to, that's the basic functionality. From which index value to which index value, that's the thing. Okay, next. So here, if I run this, it will start printing from 1.0 to 3.5.
1.02 till
See here,
last.
the same output, right? So let's have one more example so that you guys don't get forget those. Uh, Tup, open close, slice operator. I want to print just only high. How do I do this? Only high.
One element.
Either
Single
I
element.
can go with 0,
Top
right?
Zero.
top zero.
Yeah.
No, no. Zero.
See, only the index value. It got printed high. Tup without slice operator. Here I am using without slice operator. Same thing I want to print with slice operator. Tup slice operator now. From which position to
Nothing
which
to do.
position? Zeroth position to zeroth position. 1 minus 1 is 0, right?
Yes.
So 0 to 0, which means first element. See here, you're getting. So if you use the slice operator, in the last session also we have discussed about this. If you want to access the multiple items from a list or from a tuple, you must use the slice operator if you want to access more than element. See here, you know the difference. You are seeing the difference, right? If you are using the slice operator, it will give you the output in the form of tuple. If it is in the case of list, it will, the output will be in the list format. But if you want to retrieve the elements from the tuple without slice operator, it you can access only single element at a time, right? We are not using here slice operator, so that we have accessed one element, no colons, no uh, quotes, no open close braces, nothing. Just a element. It has retrieved the element and it has shown on the console. But whereas if you are using the slice operator, which means from to, then you will get the If it is a tuple, it will be in the form of tuple. Okay. If it is a list, it will be represented in the form of list. So here, how do I justify this as the tuple? Anyone? I
The
don't know this.
braces.
Yeah, exactly. Based upon the braces, I can
No.
justify whether that is a tuple or a list. Okay. If it is a square braces, that is a list. If it is a parenthesis, then this is a tuple. So as Neha asked me while I'm explaining this, how we cannot modify the elements or change the size of the tuple, right? So here in last session we have used one uh, method, predefined method. To delete a element from a list, we have used del, right? Del, let's say top, which position I want to delete. Let's say I want to delete this session. Okay. What is the index value of session? Anyone?
1, 2,
0,
3.
1,
3.
2, 3.
3.
Exactly. See 3. So let's say if it get fails, which means we cannot modify the items in the tuple. See what it says, does not support item collection, which means you cannot delete an item from the tuple. That is the reason here I said these are read only data types. We cannot modify size or values in the tuple. You are getting, Neha?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
this is the thing. But in the case of list, we can delete this element. If I write the command, it will directly deletes that and the rest of the list without this session. It will get print hi 1.0 25 Python 3.5. That's the output tuple I'll get in the form of in case of list. But in case of tuple, that won't happen. Next one. Mm, this is becoming very easy. Let me point out one by one person. Uh, Concatenation. Shabir, how do I concatenate two tuples? Let's say this is the first tuple. I have another tuple. Let's say tup2. It consists of uh, some hello. It consists of, you can use single quote or double quotes. Both works fine. Okay. In this case, in the first tup, I have used double quote. In the second case, I have used, whenever you're trying to declare a string or group of characters, you must, that should be in between single quote or double quote. Okay. Next, I'm gonna have 5.5. These are the two elements in my second tab. Now I want to combine these two. How do I do that? Shabir?
Yeah, print
Hmm.
tuple 2.
Tuple 2, tuple,
Yeah,
tuple 2. Okay.
yeah, top. First one is top 1.
First one, okay.
Uh,
Next,
slice, slice top 2.
slice operator tup 2,
Yeah, that right.
No, no,
I'm not.
concatenation means like plus. We need to add one plus, right?
Exactly. Concatenation is nothing but adding. Concatenation
Adding.
operator is plus. So let's run this. See here. Hi 1.0 25 session Python 3.5. Then later our second tuple. What is the second tuple? Hello and 5.5. These two elements has to be appended after the first tup. That is the use of concatenation operator. Okay. Next, Asrar, I want to multiply. I want to repeat the second tuple for 5 times. How can I do that?
So print top
Mm.
1 into
1 into
number of pi.
1. I want to do second one.
Print tuple 2
Okay.
Into
Okay,
five times.
5 times.
Five, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So that's the repetition operator. See here, the hello 5.1, hello 5.1, hello 5.1, hello 5.1, hello 5.5. Sorry, 5 times, and that will be represented in the form of tuple. This is the this is it's a concatenation, and the next one is a repetition operator. So there's another operation. So I want to add I want to add, let's say, a movement back. We try to delete a item from the tuple, right? So that is deleting. Sorry, deleting. Now I want to add the element to the tuple. How can I do this in a sense? So just you take the tuple name. What is the tuple name? Tup two. I want to add to the second tuple. At index value, always index value is represented in between square braces. So what is the what is the index position which is free? 0, 1, 2. 2 is the next free space, right? So I'll go with top 2 of 2. Okay, that's the top 2 of 2. I want to add. I want to add what? Let's say Asrar. Okay, I want to add this string in the second tuple. Okay, so the output should be like hello, next 5.5, next Asrar, right? This should happen. Okay, so what it says, the object does not support item assignment. As I told you, we cannot modify the size nor the values. So we cannot add the values. Okay, that's the reason tuples are immutable. Immutable are nothing but we cannot change the values. Okay.
Well,
Okay. These are, but lists are mutable. Okay. Which means changeable. Immutable. The tuples are immutable. We cannot change the or change the values nor the size of the tuple. Okay. Any doubts, guys? As of tuples, um, any doubts?
Give me one more example, sir.
Okay, fine. One more example. Okay, get it.
Sir.
Okay. Mm, let me take another Python file. Let's say data types. Okay, another example. We'll go with one example. Let's say dummy is the name of the tuple. How it will start, Asrar?
Tup, TUP, sir.
No, no. Tup is the
no,
variable name.
process.
Braces.
Those braces.
Okay, tuples always starts and ends in between parentheses. That is oval braces.
Normal
Okay.
Equal braces.
Okay.
Okay,
Elements.
sir.
Elements. You tell me the elements. Few elements. Give me some inputs. Values.
55.
Okay. Comma. Everything you
0.
have to tell.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
55, comma
hmm. Why do we use comma?
0. For dividing that one,
Yeah,
sir.
separating the elements.
Separating.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next.
And 0.5
Okay.
next session.
Direct session, huh?
string.
No,
Hmm.
sir. Bro, upper brace.
No, after 5, what should I give?
Comma, sir.
Exactly. Next,
That's it, sir.
uh, this is quote, single quote. Okay. 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 First thing, I want to print the my tuple. How do I print? Shabir?
Print.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
Dummy. Dummy.
Dummy. So it will gives the data. Yes, it is. Now, Shabir, I want to
Yeah.
print 0.5. How can I do that? Without slice operator.
Print
Print
without slice
without
operation.
slides. Dummy.
3. Dummy
Mm.
3.
I
3.
want to print 0.5.
0.5.
Mm.
1, sir.
1.
1.
Exactly. It will just it will print the 0.5. Now I want to print that element in a tuple format. In a tuple, this is not the tuple format. It's just a element. Okay. So I want to print that in a element tuple format. How can I do that? Just print mm,
Print type.
type.
Yeah.
Type.
Not type.
What will happen if I use type?
Oh, sorry.
The
Print dummy.
If I use
print double.
type dummy, it will returns me the data type of this dummy. That's it. See, it's a tuple data type. We know that. But what I want to print this 0.5 not in the form of a single element, but in the form of a tuple. So print dummy. Next, slice operator.
2.
Very basic. First,
2. 2.
blindly just take the
Colon.
square braces with a slice operator. So what is the starting value? Starting value 0,
0.
1. See, in the form of just consider now 0.5 only. There are two ways to do this. With see without slice
1.
operator, with the slice operator. I'll show you both. Okay. First, without slice operator, but the output will be in the form of tuple. For this, 1, right?
Just colon it.
1. 1.
If I print now, what it is returning? Same, right? For this, you must use the slice
Colon.
operator from 1. See here. It is empty. Now it has printed empty.
Is 1 to 2.
1, 1 na?
Yes.
You got 55, but not 2. If I use 2, it will returns me 2 elements, 0.5. For this, I'll go with 2 comma 2. What will be the output? Nothing. So
Very good.
how can I print?
What we want to print? Full.
What is the thing? Just I want to print 0.5. Here we have printed here in the previous example where it is. See here how there's the first element, but I want the second element. Here we have printed the first element, right? That is the reason it has written in the form of tuple.
Sir, nothing to 1, sir.
Nothing to one, na?
Enter 1.
Nothing to 1.
Nothing to one.
Nothing to 1.
It says what? 55.
50, sir.
Hmm. So let's take 2. So it will print both 5.5, 0.5. What if I want 1 to 2? Come on, guys. Very simple logic. I was
Sir,
expecting this.
you said no, sir. You said indexing start from 0, na, sir.
In while you are printing the entire
Here,
tuple, it starts with 0.
yes, sir.
One
But I
was
want to access
one
1,
slash
right?
2 to
one slash
3.
two.
So
1/2.
I want to access 1, right? 1 position. Dummy 1th position. What is the dummy's 1th position? 0.5. This is the one which I
0.
want to access. So first you have to give
Okay.
that position, then 1 minus 1, sorry, 2 minus 1,
1, sir.
1, same. See here,
1 to 2.
nothing, right? Very, I was expecting that. None of you have given me that logic. So always remember from here I have already see here. slice operator.
Sir, if you want to print session, sir, then
Here session, just go. What is the
sir,
position?
0
What is the position?
to 3.
is two, sir.
To first from
1
2
to
to 2 to
3.
3. This is one way. It will see here session. You got it. 2 3 minus 2 what?
Yes, sir.
2.
2.
That's it. End of this. End of the tuple. Right? Any doubts other than this? There are more things to carry up. Okay. Next. Okay. We'll move to next data type. Okay. This is the thing. Data type set. Okay. Okay. This is okay. So let me close this. So here next will be dictionaries. Next data type dictionary. So tuples are done. Next will be dictionaries. What is a dictionary? A dictionary is an unordered set of unordered. Just uh, get the point very clearly. It is a unordered. Dictionary is an unordered set of a key value pair items. It is a key value pair. There is a pair always in the dictionary. A single item in dictionary is a key value pair of items. It is like an associative array or an hash table wherever key stores a specific value. That key can hold any data type, any primitive data type. Whereas value is an arbitrary, it's a arbitrary Python object. As I told you, there are two things, key and value pair set. The items in the dictionary are also separated by the comma operator, very similar to tuples and list, and enclosed in the curly braces, unlike dictionaries, so unlike list and tuples. Let me give you one point by point. Dictionaries are, these are unordered, unordered set of key value pair, set of key value. This is very important, guys. Key value, key value. Always keep that in mind. It is a key value representation. It's a key value pair of items. The items in the dictionary are, so these are
Oh, sir, I have one
uh,
doubt. In Python, the dictionary is already declarable, right? In that Python,
declarable.
we need to just use the key values,
No, I did
right?
not get that. What, Shabir? There is nothing in Python which are predefined or uh,
The dictionary's value already predefined, sir.
no, no, no. There is no such thing. The dictionary's value or the size of the dictionary is unlimited. Okay, there is no limit either for the list, nor for the tuple, nor for the dictionary, nor for the set. Okay, not for
Okay.
the integer, not for the string. There is a particular value in C++, in Java, but are not in Python. Okay, that's the reason Python is most powerful language in current, uh, like in machine learning. So next, where were we? It is a key value pair of items. Like in a single item in we have in a tuple, this is a single item, right? This single item is a combination of key and value, but here only one item is, we have only one item here, and the second item here, and third item here. In the form in the case of tuple, these are separated by a single items are separated by a comma operator. But in Dictionary we have in a single item we use key and value format for a single item. For the second item also key and value. Third item, third item also third key, third value. I'll show you this with an example. Okay, these are unordered set of key value pair of items. It is very similar to hash table where keys are stored in a stores in a specific value. Here, keys stores the specific value, whatever the value you have given here. See, in the key and value, whatever the value you have given, that specific value is stored in that particular key. Okay, that is the main thing with key and value in dictionary. And key can hold any primitive data type. This key can store any primitive data type or nothing but very in the symbol form any data type. Okay, this can store key can store any kind of data type, very similar to tuple and list. Not only this, whereas value is an arbitrary Python object. Here, key is any can store any type of data type, but here value is arbitrary arbitrary object. Okay, so this is the main difference. So very similar to list and tuples, dictionaries also, dictionary items also separated by comma operator. Okay, and these are enclosed in curly braces. Okay, curly braces. That is, these are the curly braces. But whereas list are enclosed in what? Anyone? Lists are enclosed in what? Am I audible, guys? Lists are enclosed in what?
Square bracket.
Exactly. List tuples,
The
parenthesis.
normal
Yeah,
bracket.
normal. Yeah,
Yes.
curly braces. These are curly braces, and tuples are oval braces, or you can say parenthesis. Okay. Example. First, syntax. How does a dictionary looks like? First, it will have very similar to tuple. It will have dictionary name. Let's say uh, dictionary one, or that's an example. I'll go with variable name or dictionary name, and then is equals to, it will have, as I told you, curly braces. It's open and close in between curly braces. Let's say we have three items here. So in these three items also, every item has the key and value. For this, let's say first item, second
So
item,
the column.
third item. Let's say three items, or we'll take four elements. Okay, we'll take the four elements. First one, in the first item, as I told you, a single item consists key and value, right? Key one slice colon value one. This is the first item. The whole thing will be considered as the this. This will be considered as the item one. Now I am going with second value, key two colon value two, right? That's the second item. Third, key three. This is just a syntax, guys. For your namesake, I'm giving three, and the next one will be key four colon value four. Right? There are four items in our dictionary right now. We have taken 4. You can have n number of items in your dictionary. That is the syntax. Let me give you one example. Dictionary name. I'll go with dictionary 1 as the name of the dictionary. You can take any name, guys. You can take Neha, you can take Hina, you can take Shabir, you can take Asrar, any name, variable name, anything. Okay. Next, open close braces. First key and value. I'll take 1 as the key, and the value which is stored is, let's say, Hussein. Okay. Thus the first item, which includes both, guys. This is a single item. Okay, this is a single item. As I told you, every time whenever you give a string, it should be in the form of, in between single quote or double quote. The second item, I'll have mm, Hina. third third item. Yeah,
Hussein, I have one doubt. What is the fourth point? What do you mean by arbitrary object?
arbitrary object is nothing but value. 1 second, value. Okay, arbitrary object is nothing but you can change the value of a key. Let's say you have 2 here, you can change the value of this 2. What is the key holds? 2 holds Hina, right? This is just an object. 2 is an just an object which can be modified. The data can be modified, that is the value can be modified again and again. In place of Hina, you can go with Neha. In place of Neha, you can go with someone else name.
And what about the values?
That's what I'm
Values we
saying.
can modify.
Values can be modified. Even also keys also modified. Keys also be modified. Both the things can be modified. That's the reason
Okay.
those are called as arbitrary object. Object is nothing but a dummy thing which can be modified again and again. Okay.
Okay.
Next one. Yeah.
Thanks.
Next, fourth one. Let's say Asrar. Let's say I have one more element. Okay. Say Murali, or I'll go with one more element. Sixth, Suresh. Okay. So is there any mistake in my dictionary now? Can anyone point out in this dictionary? There is one mistake.
For Suresh, there should be
Colon. Oh, sorry. Quad.
for the Suresh it should
Quad
be
is
Yes,
single
yes,
quad.
single or double? Because that
quotation
is a string that should be in the
single.
in between braces. Next one. Next, Sudhir. Okay. These are the 7, and we have one more instead of let's take one. We have one more item. 8, Shabir. Okay. These are the 8 8 items. 8 items. But what is the index value of Neha? Anyone? What is the index value of Neha?
Two
Exactly.
3.
3. No, the key is 3.
zero.
Key is 3, but the index value is 2. 0, 1, 2. Right? See, always remember index value always starts with 0. Okay?
Oh, start with
Always
0.
starts with 0. So, next, let me take one Python file to demonstrate about dictionaries. Here, let me take the same example so that I can not write again and again. Let me take same example. So, this is my dictionary. Okay. So, first I want to print the whether this is a dictionary or not. I want to confirm it. How can I do that? Type dictionary 1. That's it. It will return you the type of It's a dict, which means dictionary. Okay. Next, I want to print the entire dictionary. Dictionary.
Print
That's
dictionary
it.
one.
That's it. Simple. So it got printed, right? Along with the key and value. See. So what if I miss a for a string? If I miss this, see what will happens.
It
So what it says,
it will throw an error.
name Shabir is not defined. Name error. Okay. So that's the reason. Always strings should be declared in between single or double quote.
Double
Okay.
quotes.
Next. This is the thing. Next one. The first one is done. Now accessing the values using the key. I'll use the key values. That is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the key values. What are the key values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the key values. So by using key values, I'm gonna access the strings, these strings. Let me show you that. First one, the let's say I want to access the first one. For this dictionary key value. What is the key value? No,
Sorry.
no, that's not the index value.
One,
One,
one, one.
exactly. See, dictionaries are bit different from list tuples. These are bit different. Okay, now here we should not say this as the index value. This should be the key value. Okay, these are a bit different from tuples and lists. Okay, here we're gonna access the values stored in a dictionary with the help of the keys. Okay,
Key.
good. See here the value which is stored in key one is Hussein. I want to access eighth element. Just give 8. That's it. Shabir. Okay.
Should
That's how you can access. So I want to access only the keys. Now only keys, all keys. I don't know how many keys are there. Let's say this is 50 key value. This is 70. Okay, any value. The key value can be anything. It should not be. It is not mandatory that it should be in the form in a serial wise. It's not mandatory. The key value can be anything. Okay, even the key value can also be a string. You know that. Let's say this is Suresha name. Name is also can be anything. It's not mandatory to have key as the integer value or in serial format. Anything. Now, what is the key of Suresh? I want to access Suresh. So, what is the key? Here, I'll go with name.
name.
See here, right? You see this? So, with the reference of the key, you're gonna access the value. Okay, wherever it doesn't matter whether that string is in key or in value, wherever you declare a string in Python, it should be in between a single or double quote. Okay. Next one. I want to access only the keys. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, name 78. I want to access only this. I don't know how many are there in my dictionary. Let's say this is only 8 items in my dictionary. What if I have thousand items in my dictionary? I cannot count it, right? So I want to retrieve those keys. For this, you'll have print. What is the dictionary name? Dictionary one dot. You'll have dot operator. Okay, dot operator. What you want to access? I want to access the keys.
Keys.
That's it. So it will returns all the. See here, dictionary keys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, name 78. These are the keys. Now I want to access the values. Same dictionary dot. What I want to access?
Values.
Values.
Dot
That's it.
values.
Values. Exactly. One second. You see, dictionary values. Hussein, Hina, Neha, Asrar, Murli, Suresh, Sudhir, Shabir. Are we good with the dictionaries? Any doubts, guys?
No,
Okay,
sir.
it has been 1 hour. So from tomorrow, do not join lately. Be on time. Okay. And that's all for the today. Let me stop screen recording.